Oh, what a day.
Okay, guys, what you're about to witness is me showing you how it is the reality of trading. Okay, it's not sexy, it's not pretty. You're gonna see my ups, you're gonna see my downs. I've sort of used a new format for today's video, and let me know in the comment box if you enjoy it. But yeah, let's just get stuck into it and figure out where I've gone wrong, how I can improve. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, let me know. Let's get on with it.
Okay, guys, it's Tuesday morning. I've just got in a trade on gold just to see how it goes. We had a huge push this morning, a massive impulse on gold. And we have no news today. If you have a look, move my face out the way, you can see 9th of April. Let me just refresh it as well. 9th of April, absolutely no news today. That's coming out. But yeah, we had this huge push in gold. So I was going to continue that method. Whatever happens, happens. Hopefully it works out. Okay, so we have moved into profit. It was a bit sketchy, not going to lie. Price came all the way down, and then you see his little grey box. It's a little 5 minute. If I go to the 5 minute time frame, you can see a 5 minute OB in this area. So I was like, okay, if I'm watching to see what price does in that area to see, how does price react. If it violates it, I'm just going to close the trade. Obviously, it didn't, and price started to push away. So I was waiting to see what price was going to do in that area, but luckily all it worked out. We have now a breaker structure, which gives me more confidence that price will continue to push up. Again, it can do whatever it wants to do. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, price is probably going to do something like this and hopefully do something like this, get another breaker structure. That'd be fantastic.
What I have noticed as well, guys, from a back testing and going from a journal over the last few weeks is noticing that most of the trades that I place do go for a 1 to 3, at least. So what I want to do is just capitalize on that, but do it in a safe way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for 1 to 3s and partial at a 1 to 1.5, so half of it. So like I used to do 1 to 2 and partial at 1 to 1, I've done a 1 to 3 and partialing at a 1 to 1.5. Reason being is because the odds are still really high. Now I'm partialing and making 0.75 partial rather than a 0.5% partial. Again, all these little small tweaks and arrangements add up over the long run and make a big difference, because rather than overall making 1.5% on the trade, overall, if it fully works out, now that 1 to 3 will make me like 2.2% or 2.25% for that trade. Again, making a big difference. My win rate is only 53%. So if I'm averagely winning, 2% per trade, win 10, lose 10, make 10%. It's kind of like the same odds of going for a 1 to 2 with no partials. But this way, I'm doing a 1 to 3 with partials, playing it safer, because as soon as it hits that partial, I'm moving stop loss to break even. So yeah, seeing how this goes for the week so far, you're about to see, does go really well for me with this partialing method. So if you want to use it, definitely do it. But let's get back into the video.
Okay, so I've hit TP1. I've closed half of my position. I have secured 0.75%. Move stop loss to the break even, well, slightly in profit. So I've got a little bit more. So maybe if all goes wrong today, I'll walk away with 0.85%. If price does come back and hit me out at this stop loss, but if price carries on going and keeps pumping to the upside, then we have got 2.25% in total. Okay, so I was stopped out within profit. So that's me done for the day, 0.87%.
So overall, what I am noticing for my trading is that I should do a one and done sort of thing, i.e., take a trade. I got 2 shots for the day, right? If my first shot loses, I get one more shot. If that loses, I'm done. If it wins, I'm done. If my first shot wins, I'm done. Even if it's like a break even, I'm done. I really need to stay true to that, but you'll be surprised of how hard that is to follow, and you're going to see this.
Okay, it is Tuesday. I did just take this trade. It did lose 0.91% on it. I thought price was going to push down, which it was doing, push down, retraced. I thought continuation. I thought potentially there's a chance that price wants to come down and fill IPA and come to this order block down here on a higher time frame before CPI, maybe. But I knew there was some level of risk to it, to be honest. It was either gonna happen or it wasn't, basically. I took a 0.9 L on this, which is fine. So I'm gonna wait till the news comes out this afternoon at 1:30. It's only 10 to 12 now, so a little bit of time to go yet. Waiting for that news. and then see what happens after the aftermath, because it could go either way, to be honest. It could continue to the upside because it is very bullish, or it might sell off a little bit. But let's just play it safe and just wait for the news to come out now. All right, CPI is meant to be coming out in 10 seconds. Oh, I was right though. I did say it was going to sell off, but obviously I was out before the sell off, and it still came up, took me out by a smidge, came down. And then price obviously came back up, took that out by a smidge, and then had a huge sell-off. So we're expecting a huge sell-off. That's great. So we've got that now. All I need to do is basically just wait for price to settle down, do what it needs to do, and then hopefully we get a nice civilized retracement, and then see what opportunities we've got for more sales. But yeah.
This is what I should have done to begin with. I shouldn't have traded before the news. I knew it was going to be bad price action, but yeah, I still did it. So that is something I'm battling with, is dealing with. I want to get, because I love trading so much, I just want to get involved, but that's also going against what I want to do. And I've been doing this for a long time, i.e. like trading, and it's still something that I'm battling with. And I feel like you guys can relate to this, because I feel like you could be battling with the same problem, right? It's, you shouldn't, but it's so hard to like not do it. It's like crack, isn't it? It's definitely addictive to get involved in the market, and that restraint is so hard to do. But yeah, knowing it's CPI, I shouldn't have traded before. I should wait for the aftermath and see if there's an opportunity. That is the safest play. And as you can see here, I do have rules written down that will be modified, but just having that in my face is definitely helping. Let's get back into the video.
Okay, it's now the afternoon. It is 2 o'clock. I have got into another sell on gold. Let's see what happens here. Price is looking promising. The high time frames now are more aligned with how I like to see things. So if I go to the 50-minute time frame, or start with the 5-minute, you can see that nice big push sell-off happening. If you go to the 15-minute, you can see price did now close below the 200. We are getting a nice rejection. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see that big rejection wick. It was right on the side. So let me just do this. Now you can see that big wick. Um, so yeah, overall, it looks good. But I've said that before about the last one, which didn't end so well. So I'm just going to let price play out, do what it wants to do. I'm going to put an alarm down here. If we get a nice break of structure and a close below, even better. Let me just hit that there. So we get a nice break of structure close below. Fantastic. That gives me more confidence. When that happens, my stop loss will automatically go to break even when it takes half off. That'll be good. Gives me more confidence then. And then after that, I'm going to gym and get a fat pump to de-stress. But obviously, if it hits halfway, then stops me at a break even, then I'm basically break even for the day, maybe minus 0.2, which kind of sucks. If I lose this altogether, then obviously I'm down 1.9, which sucks even more. But if it works out, I make 2.2, which means I'm up 1.2, 1.1, which is good, isn't it? Okay, price has gone beautifully to the downside. So we have taken half off. So we have secured 0.57, no, 0.75%, sorry. And stop loss has moved to break even. So let me just put it on the screen so you can see where it is, and I can put the information in as well. So that is technically covering spreads and commissions. However, what I want to do is just put stop loss there a little bit, just because if it's going to go past that, I'm screwed anyway. So let me just do that a sec. Okay, I did actually get stopped out of this trade. So technically that is 1.2% for today, minus the 0.9% earlier. So I'm up 0.3% for the day. Kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. There might be another opportunity to get a re-entry on this trade. I just wanted to secure some profits.
This is where I should have stopped. I should have just left it alone. As I said before, you lose one, you get one more swing. If you win it, that's it, you're done. If you win the first one, you're done. This is how that rule came across, because of what you're about to see now. Learn from it.
Okay, I've gone back into the trade, but immediately I'm in drawdown. So yeah, kind of regretting it. Not gonna lie, probably shouldn't have done it. Maybe it was greed. Well, probably was greed, to be honest. But hey, for me, it seemed like it was worth the shot. It looked like a continuation to the downside, but I could get lucky, and price could start to move in the profit from this point. But if it doesn't, it stops me out. Then I'm down 0.2 0.8% for the day if this stops me out at full 1%. So overall, I'm up 0.3% for the day. So yeah, we down 0.7, 0.8, 0.7 with commission, whatever it is. If this loses for a straight 1%, which I hope it doesn't, because that would kind of suck. But hey, you know what? It was worth the shot. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, what a day. What a day. Oh. Oh. Oh, it doesn't look good. Reason why it doesn't look good. Just building liquidity to the upside. So I'm just gonna close it here, I think. Closed it. Because I'm a moron. All right. I'm a moron. Feel free to put that in the comments. Um yeah, just got greedy. That is greed. That is 101. Hopefully you learned from that mistake, guys. And I'm too late to go to the gym as well. God damn it. Okay, it is just gone 9 o'clock in the morning. It's Thursday. I've just entered a sell on gold. Yeah, so far so good. The high time frames look like it's playing out. The high time frames look like they're about to go bearish. They're all in line, so fingers crossed. We are going with the trend this time fully. So if it loses, can't be mad. I know 100% stuck to my rules. And obviously if we get a win today, that'll be 2.2, which is fantastic. But yeah, it's fingers crossed it works out, and I'll just keep you updated on it, to be honest. All right, awesome. We have hit TP1, so we have secured 0.75% on that trade, which is awesome. So let me just put my stop loss on where it is at the moment at break even. Again, covering spreads, commissions, all that stuff. So there you go. That's where my stop loss is. So that's what I mean. So if price comes back now and stops me out, then I will be out at, well, 0.75%. And obviously, if price continues in my direction and continues to push down, then we will make 2.2. So fingers crossed. Okay, so that is me done for the day. I've been stopped out with 0.12% in profit. So overall for today, I made 0.96%. Not great, but still happy with the results. I feel like it went well. Obviously, today we still have PPI news in this afternoon for the US dollar.
Guess what? I didn't trade for the rest of the day. I learned from my mistake. I did that win. I left. The one and done. Let's make this a thing. Actually, don't make it a thing. It's kind of cringe, but you know what I mean. I got my one shot in. I made partials. I'm out for the day. Learn from pain, guys. Learn from pain. Let's go on to the video.
Okay, we're in the trade. It's Friday morning. Let's see what happens. Partial on that 1 to 1.5. Let's just go. I mean, if we can get a break of structure above here, that would be smashing. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I mean, price is pushing up. We already have had a break of structure down here, gone a higher time frame. We have had overall break of structure here. So yeah, we are definitely pushing to the upside. 5 minute, 15 minute is all bullish as well. So time will tell if this is the right move or not, but we'll see. Fingers crossed it is, because it is Friday. So I did make a mistake on Wednesday by taking that second trade and taking a loss. I think I could have walked away with like 0.2% profit Wednesday. Instead, I walked away with minus 6.6. Sorry, not actually 6.6. So yeah, that happened. So overall for the week so far, I'm up 1.2. If this wins half, I'm up 2. If this wins all the way, I'm up like 3.5. So let's hope for that. But it is a Friday and anything can happen. Now have a look at the news. You can see we do have news at 3 p.m. That could potentially make gold go a bit nuts. But we'll see. The only thing that I'm concerned about, obviously, is if you have a look at the DXY. DXY is pumping, so gold should be selling, technically, but that doesn't always happen. So let's just see what happens. If anything looks a bit sus, I'm just going to close it early. Like if I get my price action rules met to close, then I will close. And just take the L and be done for the day. And there you go. That's me done. I made 0.12% on that trade. So yeah, it could continue to win. I just don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to take that risk on a Friday. So yeah, let's do the maths of what I actually done this week.
Okay, so let's add it up. I've made 1.35% for the week. You'll see a screenshot of my day so far. As you can see, Tuesday was minus 0.6%. That should have been a plus 2%. So I should have been up like 1.88% in total if I didn't go back in and take that unnecessary trade out of greed. So hopefully you learn from that. Hopefully you can see how I'm trying to force myself to stay out of trades. A trade I'm in at the moment, which I just closed today, right? That is now in profit again. I know you're probably going to say, hey, you should have just left it, let it ride or die. But personally, it just doesn't work for me. If I might even sack off Fridays as well. That's still on the chopping block. Fridays aren't great for me. As you can see, Tuesdays are great, Wednesdays are great, Thursdays are great. They're very profitable days for me. So I should stick with them. Again, it's that love of trading. I want to trade. I want to get involved, but also it's against the performance and the profits that I want to achieve. Like I'm making great profits, but I'm also making silly mistakes reducing those profits. I'm still in profit, but I could be more in profit. And it's that perfection side of things where obviously you can't have perfection in the markets. You can't master the markets, but you can try and master yourself. And I know that's cliche and cringe, but it's the truth. And I want to perform to the best of my ability. And if that means by doing nothing or doing less, which is so hard to grasp, like just think about it. The less you do, the more you make. It's been said before, and now the data is saying it. I need to do less to make more. When you love something and you put the hours in and you grind and you want to grow, you think you need to do more time, do more hours, put more effort in to get that result. But in trading, it's not the case. It's clearly not the case because the more I do, the less I make. So I'm just going to do Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays and do one and done. As you've seen, one and done.